Let's get rowdy. Hey, let's get rowdy. Yeah, let's get rowdy.
And now for your favorite way to learn about the latest in gaming news, get ready to get funky. It's the SAMTIME News! And it's game time. Hello, welcome to the SAMTIME News. We get the latest and greatest news on video games. I'm your host, Sam Tucker, aka SAMTIME, and this episode is brought to you by Relevant News. Yes, because of a delayed filming schedule, we actually get to cover relevant topics for this week, namely E3, and this show is so big we're going to have to split it up into two parts, because we're going to cover the big two conferences from Sony and Microsoft. I don't want to hold that finger up, that's a bit rude. So we'll cover Microsoft's today, let's get into it, no time to waste. So the Microsoft E3 conference for 2013 opened with the Metal Gear Solid 5 gameplay. I tell you, it looked good. The Fox engine was really showing its colours with this photorealistic gameplay. Photo-ish realistic. All I'm saying is that was a good horse butt. Looked real to me. Yes, in the new open world design, you're travelling through Afghanistan, you of course can ride horses, and one of my favourite stealth techniques, the horse hop.
I'm invisible.
Snake has finally learned how to drive a car.
Hang on a minute.
As well as a super stealthy tank. But he prefers not to waste money on fuel, so he often just sneakily hitchhikes off the enemy.
Snake, you're a genius.
There was some pretty awesome footage of infiltrating a base.
Otacon, he's got a torch. Dive, dive, dive. Hey, don't worry, mate. We've got your shunnies right here.
There's some new characters like Quiet, and all the rest, and return of some favourites like the good old Revolver Ocelot, classic, and Otacon.
Otacon, I know what you prisoners need. Diamonds.
And introducing a new Snake, Punish Snake. Big chunky metal piece in his head.
I really don't think this bit of metal in my head suits me.
Snake is totally vogue. And like it or hate it, you may have heard that David Hayter won't be voicing Snake in this one. Supposedly, as far as we know, according to the big Konami announcement, so it's pretty official unless you believe in any super conspiracy theories, Kiefer Sutherland will be voicing Snake.
Which is like...
And I guess it kind of fits the whole new direction that Hideo Kojima is going in, where he wants it to be more sort of movie, even more movie-ish, and new technology where the story is told more through face muscles and expression in the voice than through just the words that Snake says.
I wanted everything else to be expressed to the player through Snake's facial expression and vocal performance.
Which is like...
And you could argue that Kiefer Sutherland is a bit of a high caliber of actor, kind of because you see him in more things than just David Hayter, who I've only seen in Metal Gear Solid. So he can bring a bit more facialness and talkiness to the game than David could. I'm still sore about it though. I mean, David Hayter was Snake. Oh, I don't know what to think. Poor old Hideo Kojima got the name of the game confused.
We make Metal Gear shine.
That quote wasn't taken out of context. Poor guy, even he can't keep up. So after they previewed Metal Gear Solid, they then showed off a new Xbox 360, which they're going to have, which is a bit more blocky. It's a slightly different design. I mean, is it really worth updating it? Who cares?
It's smaller, sleeker, and as quiet as ever. And it's available.
Xbox Live Gold is getting better, and they're going to give you a couple of free games per month. The first of which to be Assassin's Creed 2 and Halo 3. Games have already sold too much of anyway, so you probably have it, and who really gives a shit? And there's some sort of tank game coming out on the Xbox 360. The part that I really liked about that is that the guy is so excited that it's coming out.
Only on Xbox 360. Thank you.
He's so happy. And there was another developer who really likes bikes.
We're Press Play, a small studio based in Copenhagen, Denmark. We like bikes.
Good to know. So then they started showing off some more Xbox One games, Rise being one of them. I must say it looked pretty impressive. I mean, it really had the eye-gouging arrow in the eye physics down pat. And I was impressed by the whole sort of half cutscene transition into gameplay sort of action it had. But it did look like it was a little too quick time heavy for my liking. Anyone old enough to know that Killer Instinct game? Well, they're making a new one, an exclusive one for Xbox One.
Coming to your home in 2013, only on Xbox One. Killer Instinct.
My favourite was Glacier.
Glacius.
And then Xbox really rubbed it in by saying they've got Insomniac creating an exclusive title for them, and they really said, oh, this is the company that made Resistance, this is the company that made that other game that I can't think of at the moment. Play the clip.
The visionaries behind the blockbuster franchises Ratchet and Clank, Resistance, and Spyro are working with Microsoft.
No, Sony. But spoiler alert, Sony did a similar thing by nabbing Bungie to create exclusive games for them. Bungie made Halo. The game they're making is called Sunset Overdrive. Ah, cute. Well, at least it's cute until they show you the naked pimple enemies you have to fight. But it's multiplayer. Embarrassingly, someone parked their car in the wrong spot of the Xbox One Expo.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Can the owner of the McLaren please take it off stage? Oh, McLaren, you duffer. Yes, but it's all part of Forza something. Yes, but it's all part of Forza 5, which they were showing off, and I really don't give a crap about cars and sport games really in general, but one cool thing they talked about was Drivatar.
Now you have a learning agent in the cloud. A Drivatar.
Which is officially the best name for anything. Drivatar. Samatar.
Microphonatar.
So the really cool thing about Drivatar is that it kind of eliminates AI because it sees how you drive the game, whether you follow close, whether you overtake in that situation, whether you hang back and what you're doing, and then it can create a Drivatar, which is a computer person who drives the same as you. So then you can play your friends who don't even have to be online, but your friends drive as your friends would play. So then you're not playing AI, it's like you're playing human beings who are still AI, but it's confusing and technical. It's Drivatar. And after that, the conference dragged on a bit.
I have devoted much of my career to creating and seeking
Come on, Baldy, out with it.
Let's take a look.
Oh, the Xbox One is gonna have Minecraft. Oh, what doesn't have Minecraft these days?
Now with over 6 pixels. Just kidding. Just 6 pixels still.
I tell you, that's next-gen gaming there.
Please welcome the creative director of Remedy, Sam.
Was I there?
An actual scene from the game.
Yes, I showed off a game with all cool freezy stuff, so that was very nice. Thank you, Sam. You're welcome. But one really cool thing they showed that got my attention was a thing called the Spark Project.
Our work is Project Spark.
It's the next Little Big Planet.
How you can start with nothing and bring an amazing game to life.
And he said, make that mountains.
Make that mountains.
And it was good.
A good little addition they put in was the smart glass integration, where you can fine-tune the worlds with the tablet or something like that, which is fantastic because that controller can be a little fiddly when you're trying to do cool stuff. Technical stuff. Showed off some of the capabilities, such as a pet rock.
So the brain says, when the rock detects me, it'll move towards me and jump. Pretty simple. And just like that, I've made myself a new friend.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy to make friends. Hey, Rock.
Yeah?
Want to be friends?
Yeah.
You're my best friend. Get him, Rockman.
Yeah, get him, Rockman.
They showed off a little bit of multiplayer and some pissed off goblins.
An army of pissed off goblins. Nice one.
Look out, Rockman's evolving.
Rockman becomes... Rock Mech.
Then what could only be described as the most entertaining, interactive, live gameplay ever. 2 people did battle.
You have a fight stick.
That's what she said. Yes, they showed off the whole recording studio concept of the Xbox One, in which in the upload studio you can kind of time the opening and closing parts, put a bit of a theme on it to make it look really cool, as well as them announcing live Twitch broadcasting. Twitch. I can see this being a real useful tool for some established live gameplay aficionados, but just for the average person streaming, I don't know, it looks like Twitch are going to get clogged up. But hey, no barrier to entry, that could be a good thing. I mean, that's why I like YouTube. Anyone can make YouTube videos. Xbox Live will now allow you to add more than 100 of your best pet rock friends, and it's confirmed they don't use stupid Microsoft points anymore. It's going to be real local currency. When they showed off a Crimson Dragon trailer, it was missing the sound, and needless to say, the crowd got a little bit rowdy.
Let's get rowdy. Hey, let's get rowdy. Let's get rowdy.
And continuing with their hammering of games, they showed us Dead Thingy 3.
Dead Rising 3.
Open world zombie killing game, which looked, it looks so good.
Ooh, what do we got here? Hello, zombie. I'm gonna hit you with something. Maybe a wrench. Goddamn zombie.
I love how the character just says what you're thinking.
Oh, crap!
But he yells it a little unnecessarily loud. Damn it! But don't worry, those zombies are pretty easy to distract.
Brains must kill and murder for bread.
Ooh, pretty light. Ooh, pretty. And the part where you see the car and the shot is like, come on, that car better work car. And then he gets in it.
Oh, down them zombies. Mow them down.
You can make do and survive by taping different weapons together and combining them.
The world is filled with hundreds of weapons, and you can create improvised combinations with anywhere.
But then he gets a little overpowered and out there by ordering in some artillery.
Let's just go ahead and call in some artillery.
All those zombies do look like they would get annoying though. I wonder what's going to be around this corner. Oh, it's a zombie. They showed off a new Witcher. It's going to be all open world involving walking and trotting. Oh, and the Battlefield 4 demo was just spectacular.
It will happen, I promise. I guess you may see it later. We're continuing?
Now, graphics in all games can be judged by their jacket flap. If you got good jacket flap, you got a good game. Well, Xbox One was really showing the power in this preview for... Oh, look at the cloak flap in Halo. And they ended the conference on this game. It's like, ooh, what's this? It looks interesting, but who cares? Jetpacks!
Titanfall.
Yes, the Xbox One will be coming out in November 2013 for $499. Spoiler alert, Sony's a little bit cheaper. So that's the Xbox One E3 conference. They didn't say anything about not being able to sell used games or give them to your friends or the whole system, how that works. And all these restrictions will prove to be a big contention point when you find out about the new Sony E3 conference coming up tomorrow in tomorrow's episode. Unless you've already seen it in the live stream at E3, then you already know all about it. But hey, check out my stuff too. That's been the SAMTIME News. Thank you so much for tuning in this episode. Remember to stay tuned for tomorrow where we cover the Sony's conference and then we can kind of compare the two. And if you want a little more of an in-depth talk about the whole DRM stuff with the Xbox One, the new Xbox One, you can check out patreon.com/SAMTIME. And if you subscribe for the $2 podcast, we talk about it more in depth. Totally voluntary, and you can cap out how much you want to spend per month there. So it's like $2 a month and you get this awesome podcast a week. Good value. But until tomorrow, stay tuned for Funky Time. Click my face to subscribe. SAMTIME signing off. Subscribe today. Funky Time. This is family, okay. And they probably don't even have to be family. They can just be friends. I mean, how's Xbox going to know? Unless they have the whole Prism network set up and then they know everything because they're always watching. Anyway, that's just kidding. Okay, so... Or maybe not. Maybe not. The game they're making is called Sunset Sunrise. What?
Naked Pimple! Naked Pimple Army!
Which is officially the best name for anything. Drivatar, Samatar, Microphonatar, Lightatar, Darkatar. What? It's Drivatar.
Very unfunky.
You have a fight stick.
Thank you.
With this special guest Pitbull, here is Enrique.
Twice, yes.